find people, commenting. And this is basically like really what you want. Okay, this is what you call a real tribe. And but for the people that are saying yes, they are holding their hand up and saying, right, Andy, yes, I want what it is that you have. Reach out to me. Hey, Andy Mattis here, and if you're looking to make money with Facebook groups, then you're definitely in the right place, because in this video, I'm going to reveal exactly how you can do just that without having to spend tons of money on expensive advertising. And I know what you're probably thinking. If you haven't done this before, it can be very overwhelming trying to learn how to do this stuff. So don't worry, I've got you covered, because in this video, I'm going to share with you one of the biggest strategies that I use to be able to grow my business from 0 to over 6 figures in 2021 using Facebook groups, and how you can do the same. Hey guys, so in this video, we're going to be talking about how to make money with Facebook groups and why this is probably one of the best solutions for you to earn money in 2022 right now. So if you've been on Facebook, which I'm guessing you probably are if you're watching this video, you may have noticed sort of over the last couple of years, Facebook groups have been popping up everywhere, right? And you may be kind of wondering why. So if we go back, like, let's say like 5 years ago, like Facebook pages were the thing, right? You could create a Facebook page, a post on a Facebook page, and Facebook would push that post out to thousands and thousands of people. But what happened like a couple of years ago was that Facebook killed the reach on Facebook pages. So now if you create, organic content on Facebook pages, it doesn't really reach that many people. And the reason for this was because Facebook were actually moving more towards Facebook groups. And you don't have to take my word for this stuff, guys. This stuff can all be found on YouTube, can all be found in videos. If you just type in, Mike Zuckerberg's vision for Facebook, you can actually find basically what his vision is, what his plans were, and why things are now moving towards Facebook groups. So as I kind of mentioned, you can pretty much find Facebook groups for absolutely anything online these days, right? So if you have like, you're interested in cars, you're interested in, business, you're interested in like pretty much anything, you can find Facebook groups for it, right? And you may be kind of wondering why, okay? So Facebook's main goal really is to keep as many of its users as possible on the platform for as long as possible, right? And they started to notice that, Facebook groups is really where people were hanging out. So this is where people can sort of grow like really sort of good communities, grow tribes, and really like where people are sort of interacting on Facebook today. So guys, I'm just going to pull up my screen and actually show you basically how you can actually start earning money with Facebook groups today. So as you can see at the top here, I've just basically typed in entrepreneurship. Okay, so you can do this with pretty much anything. But yeah, this is a business channel. This is about how to make money online. So I thought entrepreneurship would really be a great one to kind of, to type in. And as you can see at the top here, I've got a bunch of groups that I'm actually members of. So we have, a few here. But if you scroll down, you can actually see, so this group has, 4,200 members. This group has 204,000 members. This one has 67,000. And as you can imagine, guys, like, let's say, for example, that you're running your own business. Okay, so let's say, for example, that, this group of 204,000 members is your group, right? This is your tribe, this is your community. Okay, so if you've kind of like policed this group, you've held this group to a certain standard, so it's not spammy, it's got a really good community in there. There's people interacting with each other, you're posting value, you're going live, you're posting content in there. People see you as the go-to authority, and it really helps to kind of build up that know, like, and trust factor. Okay, so for any of you guys that have you're new to this channel, or this is the first time that you've ever come across me, the best way to explain this is like 3% of your market is always ready to buy. Okay, so 3% today, 3% tomorrow, 3% the next day. Okay, so if you've just come to this channel, naturally, like, a lot of people, they're not going to just trust me straight away. There's going to be a lot of skepticism out there, right? And that's perfectly normal. But what Facebook groups do is it allows you to really kind of build up that know, like, and trust factor with your audience. So if somebody's joined your Facebook group today and you have a product that you want to sell, it might not be the right time for them to buy from you today, but it might be in 2 months' time, 3 months' time, 4 months' time, however long it's going to be. And it just gives them that extra time for them to really sort of warm up to you, get to sort of, see a little bit about who you are, see a bit of your character, see what your group's about, see what you're about, build up that know, like, and trust factor. And who knows, the right time for that person to buy maybe in a few months' time, once they've had a bit of time to sort of interact in your community, get to know what you're about, get to know what your community is about, get to know really what your tribe is. And this is basically why Facebook groups are just so powerful. Okay. So I'm just going to click on this group. I'm not even sure how I ended up a member of this group, but yeah, another really sort of good way, guys. It's basically for you to be able to make money with Facebook groups is when people join the group, you want to have some questions that people have to enter in order for them to, to join, right? Because what will happen is if you don't kind of have any sort of, questions with people coming in, you might be building, like this group specifically is for entrepreneur mindset group. Okay, so this is primarily about mindset. So if you're like attracting people that typically aren't interested in mindset and you're just allowing them straight into group, the problem that you're going to have, especially with a group of this size, is you're going to have a lot of people just spamming, just throwing links all over the place, and then you're going to have to end up sort of blocking people, removing people from the group, and it can just be a complete headache, right? So when you're building a Facebook group, you always want to go for quality over quantity, right? And asking people questions when they join the group is really kind of a good way to sort of do this. Okay, and one of the most amazing things that you can do with this, guys, is you can collect emails. Okay, so what you can do is you can have one of the questions, this group requires an email, we're going to send you something, blah blah blah, if you want to join the group. Okay, so what this person will do, they'll enter their email, and this is a way for you to be able to kind of grow your email list. Okay, so your email list is, that's your digital real estate. That is probably one of the only assets that you actually own in your online business. Okay, you don't own Facebook, you don't own YouTube, you don't own any of the social media platforms, but your email list is yours. Okay, which means that you can then market to these people later on down the line through your email list. Okay, so I highly recommend, adding a few kind of questions to filter out who are the spammers and who are the genuine people requesting to join your group, and definitely collect emails when joining the group, because then that allows you to market to these people later on down the line. So if I just have a quick scroll through this group and just see, because I didn't really know what this group's about, but as you can see, like these people here, like, so there's people kind of asking questions. As you can see, there's 241 likes, there's 149 people commenting, and this is basically like really what you want. Okay, this is what you call a real tribe. And as you can see, one of the admins here is just just created a post. It's got over 508 likes, 380 people. And the really amazing thing is when people are joining this group again, and one of the other questions that you can ask these people is like, let's say, for example, this is a mindset group. Let's say, for example, that, I'm selling like a mindset program. One of the questions you could ask is something as simple as like, this is obviously a mindset group. If you're in, are you interested in mindset coaching? If you are, then, just put yes down below, and somebody from either myself or somebody from the team will reach out to you. All right. If people say no, that's fine, because it might not be the right time for this person yet. Okay. Like I said, it might be in 3 months' time. But for the people that are saying yes, they are holding a hand up and saying, right, Andy, yes, I want what it is that you have. Reach out to me. So when these people are coming to the groups, you can start conversations with these people. You can find out a little bit about themselves, and then there you're able to kind of progress them forward, to the next step in your process. Okay, so obviously, if you really want to make money from Facebook, because you want to have something to sell. So just in case you haven't already got something to sell and you're just starting out, I highly recommend checking out my video on how to start a coaching business. So there, I'll link to that one somewhere up above, or I'll pop a link somewhere down in the description. Highly recommend checking that one out, because I walk you through the step-by-step process of how to start a coaching business and kind of grow it to 6 figures. So you definitely want to check that one out first. But yeah, essentially, you want to have something there that you're going to sell, guys. And again, as you're creating content, you could do like, you could have certain posts, not all of them, but you could have certain posts in here that have call to actions, right? So like, let's just say, for example, I'm on a mission to help, X amount of people do this, blah, 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 comment something down below. And anybody that comments on my post, I could then just be sort of sending them a message. Hey, just saw that you responded to my post. How's everything going? Boom, boom, boom. And again, you're moving them forward in the next step in the process to then be becoming a client. And this is basically, guys, why Facebook groups are so powerful for you to kind of monetize and really make money from in this day and age, because this is basically what Facebook wants. This is where people are hanging about on Facebook. This is where Facebook wants you to be, is within the Facebook communities, because this is really what Facebook is all about at this present time. Okay, so I've just decided to pull up one of my old Facebook groups just so I can show exactly what I was doing when I was using this, guys. And this Facebook group alone has helped me generate tens of thousands of dollars a line when I was in the affiliate marketing space. So this was my old Facebook community that they're no longer really kind of active in this one, but I've actually still got all of the content in there, so you can see exactly what I was doing. So another really good thing to do is like, obviously, if you want to make money from Facebook groups, you don't just want to be just trying to sell all the time, right? People need to know who you are. People want to know that you are there to help them. Okay. So, sharing value is going to be a really sort of big part of this. So at the top you have this section called guides. And this is an amazing way to really kind of, put some like free training together for people to kind of go through when they join your group. So again, you could create a welcome post, when people join, tagging them all in, welcome to the group. I could probably actually show you some of these in here. Myself, I've actually looked through. Welcome to the group. Don't forget to check out, the guides. You could have a link that basically links them towards the guide section in your group. And yeah, there's just going to be some free training to get people to really kind of know exactly what it is that you do, what it is you're about, blah, blah, blah. And it really helps them sort of, warm up to you, what you're doing, and basically what the community is about. Get a real kind of feel for what the community is about. So yeah, like I said, this guide section is really good, guys. So you scroll down here, as you can see, I've got a few videos in there. Welcome to the community. Again, how to deal with unsupportive family and friends. The reason I put this together is because this is something that I dealt with when I started my online business. Yeah. And I'm a coach. I spoke to so many of my clients who dealt with the exact same thing, dealing with doubters, naysayers, people that say that their business is a joke, go and get a real job when they're trying to start an online business. Okay. And then as you scroll down, as you can see, there's some stuff on Facebook organic, how to create content that sells, optimizing your Facebook profile, how to make 5K in the next 7 days. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff. I got interviewed by a multiple six-figure earner called Tiger Rush. And then I just have some testimonials from some clients, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can really just share in this guide section. But it's a really good way to sort of get people sort of warmed up to you. And I highly recommend, it's like building up the know, like, and trust factor. There's no better way to do it than to put your face on camera, because people get to see who you are. They get to feel your energy. They get to see what you're really about, rather than just sort of hiding behind the computer all the time with just written posts. So I highly recommend just sort of mixing up there. But you definitely want to make sure that you've got something to sell, whether it's an affiliate product, whether it's a coaching consulting product, whether it's absolutely anything. You definitely want to have something to sell. Yeah. And again, guys, this is like your tribe. So this is your list of, like, here I've got 533 people in there. Like I said, I've made tens of thousands of dollars just from that small number of people. And it's quite interesting as well, because sometimes I'd have people that I'd completely forgotten about, right? I haven't spoken to this person for 6 months, but they've been watching my content, they've been following my content inside the Facebook group, and then they've reached out and then basically jumped into my coaching program because over time they've warmed up, right? So this is really kind of the power of using Facebook groups to grow, to grow your online business and really sort of make money from it. So yeah, obviously there is like kind of, processes to really kind of getting this stuff going. So if any of you are stuck and you do want my help learning how to do this stuff, guys, and actually learning how to actually monetize a Facebook group properly, using things like CRMs and stuff like that, which is going to be absolutely fundamental if you have a big community, then I highly recommend just clicking on the first link down in the description and just scheduling a call just to have a quick chat with myself or somebody on my team about how to kind of get this stuff going for you. But yeah, if you like this content, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on growing Facebook groups. If you have your own community, how's that been going for you? Drop a comment down below, let me know. But thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will catch you on the next video.